Let's bring in Al Jazeera's diplomatic editor, James Bays. James, you just heard Donald Trump make good on his promises. If there is one issue that is most identifiable with Donald Trump and has been throughout this campaign and even the previous campaign, it has been immigration. And he used his inaugural address quite unusually to make not broad statements about vision for the country, but really a laundry list of what he intends to do, and it starts with the border.
Specific things he's going to do and specific things he might be doing, some of them, in a matter of hours by signing executive orders. And I think there will be concern in some of the countries of Latin America now about some of the things he said there. The idea, he's talked about it so many times, but deporting millions and millions of people, where are they going to go? And those countries, I think, will be concerned about that. Last thing he said, when we just heard that clip from him there, designating gangs foreign terrorist organisations. That may well send a chill, because under US policies, if something is deemed a terrorist, there's all sorts of actions that can be taken going after terrorists wherever they are in the world.
Gives the president more leeway, doesn't it?
It gives the president more leeway, possibly, to go into some of these countries, which I think would shock them. And of those countries that are likely to be concerned, there was also the snub to Mexico, renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, he says he's going to do.
Panama. It wasn't a joke. 2 weeks ago, Donald Trump raised Panama, the issue of the Panama Canal, saying we'll take it back. We're not ruling out military force, and Washington and frankly the rest of the world was in a tizzy about it, wondering, well, is it a joke? Does he mean it? Well, he used his inaugural address to say, quote, we're going to take back the Panama Canal.
Yeah, I mean, with Donald Trump, it's always trying to work out what is the bluster, what's trying to get the headline of the day, and what actually is the policy going forward. He's now the commander-in-chief making that speech. He is the president of the United States, and he says he's going to take the Panama Canal back. Now, if he did that, that would be a breach of the UN Charter. That's the governing document that has framed international relations since the Second World War. Actually, incidentally, signed in June 1945, so very soon, coming up to its 80th anniversary. Not just a matter of history, though. This sets a precedent. The reason the US condemned Russia for its invasion of Ukraine was the breach of the UN Charter. If he took back the Panama Canal, he'd be doing the same. Also, what sort of message does it send to China with regard to Taiwan? The US deeply concerned about what China might do with Taiwan. Well, if Trump takes back the Panama Canal, then why can't China take control of Taiwan? He mentioned China. It's worth saying that in his part of the speech where he talked about the Panama Canal, he said China controls it. That just needs fact-checking. That is not true. China has business interests there.
They control two ports.
Exactly. They have business interests there, but they are not in control of the Panama Canal. Also worth remarking on something, I need to watch the video again very closely.
James, hold on. Let's listen to the new Vice President, J.D. Vance.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.